What's up, Beijing? Hello, Gravy Timothy's. Welcome back to your state-mandated Hearts of Iron 4 entertainment quotation marks end. In the script here it says, exacerbated sigh, say I hate this. I hate this game. Wow, what wonderful hair. Is that the extra member of popular boy band NSYNC? Or is it communist revolutionary Mao Zedong? I can't really tell the difference. Here's a throwback to what Mao used to look like in Hoi 4. Personally, I think this, bring back the OG. Okay, we have a couple of things we are going for today, as Communist China have over 100 military factories, but actually we need 101. And then, with Mao as your leader, win the Chinese Civil War, which actually isn't too bad from what I remember, but it does mean you have to keep Mao around, so you have to go down agrarian socialism, which isn't exactly my favorite path as Communist China, but alas. Also, I'm just gonna straight up say it, I do not remember a single thing about playing Communist China, and I'm pretty sure I played them recently, and every time I forget how to play them. But I'm pretty sure we want to rush Shanxi, and then the and then if we get the option, Xinjiang, and I can't remember if the Japanese will declare war on us. I'm pretty sure they will, but I think we can get all this land before that happens, can't we, Mao? Can't we? We've got to go to the right, go to the left, and it's not the cha-cha slide, it's the great leap forward, and you're dying of starvation. Yes, you keep scrapping all that steel in your backyard. What could go wrong? So we got our war goals on Shanxi and the Zibidis, and man, we just want to rush down and get these guys out of the way as soon as physically possible. Yeah, so Shanxi has one victory point, and then the rest of it is just you running around their army and hoping they capitulate before they do any damage to you, but also because both our armies consist of nothing but dudes with quote-unquote guns. There's not actually a lot of damage that can be done, so the battles do just go on forever, so you can just kind of walk around and then get all the provinces and hope for the best. It's kind of like the India-China thing, where they're not allowed to have guns in the demilitarized zone or whatever, so they just beat each other up with sticks. I imagine that's what just went on. And now we do the same thing again with Ma Bufang. There goes Ma Bufang into exile from Okay, now comes my least favorite part of playing Communist China, and that is getting through Xinjiang, because there is no supply at all. Okay, maybe I'm just a God Hoi 4 gamer, but that actually wasn't that bad that time around. Wow. Easy! Okay, so the China-Japan war has started right now. We're not going to bother getting involved until they make us get involved, as we're not exactly in the best position supply-wise. Okay, so first things first, I am building up a couple of supply hubs. I already got one here, and I'm going to put one down over here, as I always feel like that's the big thing I end up failing with this front over here, because it is not very good terrain. Yeah, I mean, we do just be like straight up chilling in the Gobi Desert over here. Also, I'm not kidding about the chilling part, because it is snowing right now in the desert. So the Chinese United Front didn't actually form, because when the event popped up for Chiang Kai-shek, he knocked on my door and I just pretended he wasn't in. Usually I'll just do the historical route so it forms, but I thought I'd give this a go, and that means none of the warlords that are left, the Yunnan and Guangxi, have actually joined either. So I'm going to try and do the government of national defense, which means I'll be in charge of the faction. And then I'm going to do confrontation with the warlords and see if that gives them as puppets. I can't remember if it does. It didn't matter. Okay, so they just joined the faction. That is fine. Everyone is in now, and we are going to go ahead and beat up the Japanese. I'm just going to straight up join the war now. Don't really care. I want to make sure that Japan loses as quickly as physically possible, and also maybe the Soviets will send me some lend-lease, because I could use it for a future upcoming war. Wink, 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 wink. Ah, don't mind if I do. Okay, just like Communist China did in real life, we're not going to get involved though. We're just going to let the nationalists just weaken themselves a bit, and I'm just going to sit on the front lines until I see the opportune moment. The longest time I thought things were going absolutely swimmingly, but as you can see, my nationalist China isn't doing very well this game. Okay, so things are okay, pretty stable. The only problem is we're a bit stuck, as we don't really have the best supply over here. It's really draining our offensive potential, so we're going for a bit of a different approach. We're going to call it Operation garden market. No relation to any operations involving paratroopers that may have gone badly or sound similar before in history. But yeah, I'm going to take these big supply hubs over here and then hope for the best that we cut them off enough to we can actually get a push through here. I think it's actually working. We actually even linked up with one, which is better than what happened to another historical garden market. Okay, so that wrapped up Manchuria and Korea very quickly. Also, they're at war with their allies now, which went even quicker. Sorry, I just realized, how did you get over here, Germany? And obviously, our paratrooping operation will go down in history as a success. Just don't question why only one of them survived. Okay, we'll see if you make it a second time around. Did actually survive and get us a landing, and only a few of them died, which is great. And these guys, once again, I'm going to give you another medal for actually surviving. But I should see this less as an accomplishment of your skills and more of a sign that something bad's going to happen pretty soon. And there you go. Don't mind if I just take everything, by the way, China. Oh, God, you actually have the same amount of points of us. Because China actually fought me on some stuff there. I can't actually take all of Japan. That is, sure is fun! It's not that bad, though. I was just about to get the puppet off on them there, so that is not bad at all. In fact, I'd say that's incredibly good. It does also mean when we annex Japan off, we can take their full navy, but obviously, we've got something else to do now. It's going to get a little bit confusing over here, though, because when I do one China, that's going to kick all of these guys out of my faction, and because they haven't done the United Front, that is going to be interesting. I just hope no one joins the Allies. Okay, let's see how... Wait a second, they're in a faction. We are safe. Whose faction are they in? They're in the government of... Wait, I just left the faction. Well, I guess that solves that. Now, I know what you might be asking. If China's been united for thousands of years, why? I'm not too sure if this is true, but I heard it kind of through the grapevine that obviously the game Hoi 4 is banned in China ever since Waking the Tiger for depicting the warlords, I think. But if you've ever been on the Hoi 4 workshop recently, there's a lot of Chinese language mods, which really begs the question, if game banned in China, why so many Chinese mods? But apparently when the game was banned, they only banned the base game or the DLC or something like that, and you could still actually access the game by straight up buying it through one of the DLC packs, which I gotta say is pretty funny. But yeah, apparently the game is super popular in China, and yeah, interesting to see how they actually buy the game. That's a bit awkward. Just realized it's almost 1944 and I haven't researched support equipment. Welcome to Communist China. Well, actually, the People's Republic of China. You know, I've just kind of been focusing on the China war for a while, and haven't paid much attention to what happened in Europe. And there's the US. Yeah, it doesn't look like Germany got very far at all this game. Like, anywhere. Well, other than holding out in Southeast Asia, obviously. Of course, they're still there. Yeah, medals are absolutely great, but what's not good about medals is having to individually give them out. That's not very fun. I also love how just giving a unit a medal just makes them eat less. Here's a medal, Timmy. You're on a diet. If you can't tell, I have been willingly stalling the Chinese Civil War in an attempt to get another general up to level 8. Well, 9 technically, and I have got him up there. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Someone did give me the tip that you want to do this as a general and then just level him up to a field marshal, but still, it is so much grinding. There you go, though. I think that is the Axis deaded, and those are, well, that's actually some nice borders. How does that look in the... Wow, there is a Iron Curtain. Holy guacamole, I can't believe they actually managed to pull something off there. Poland, apparently, though. It's hiding behind a cloud. Oh, yeah, if you zoom in, that might explain it. The Soviets, I think, may have done a old Swifty Rooney there and turned them communist. But that does beg the question, what does Africa look like? They didn't blow up France. They blew up some of France. Why did they blow up some of France and not all of British Italy? in the middle of Libya. Oh, and we've also got Soviet Iraq and the Socialist Republic of Kurdistan. Of course, you know, can't have a game without those. Yeah, interestingly enough, no East Germany. It is just owned by the Soviets, and we have the Federal Republic of Germany already. They just formed, and the UK decided they're just gonna keep a hold of that one. I could just imagine all the advisors sitting around telling Mao, like, you could end this war right now. Like, what are you doing sitting around? No. Lin Biao must prove his worth. Okay, he's level A. He's not even really that great. He's got 9 defense, which I'd prefer that in attack at this point in the game, but you know what? Yeah, it's not the worst. I've given out so many citations now that like we'll start. Okay, some of these commanders are starting to look like North Korean generals. I've been sat here grinding a while. We're actually almost done. He's up to 54. We should be able to get it just from killing the rest of these units, as long as I don't manage to capitulate China. But Soviets aren't alive. Yeah, you know all those cool borders that we that didn't last too long. Yeah, also, yeah, Turkey's got a little ham. A little ham? Sorry, yeah, a little ham. Sorry, I accidentally won, but there's 2 achievements, and got ourselves up to 55%. I think if I just grind on Tibet and then don't push in, we should be able to get the last amount. I've just got to be careful not to capitulate them, because they do not have a lot of units. Yeah, because my other plan would have been to invade the Russians, but obviously that is not too much of a thing we can do right now. Yeah, I absolutely love grinding generals. It's so fun. It's so fun! The way it's gonna work, we are now just gonna sit here, control click on units till they disappear, never push in until we have enough XP to move on with our life. Tibet was taking way too long. We're doing this an easier way. Yeah, by easier way, we're going to war with our allies. Yeah, I don't plan on finishing this war, but I'm gonna get what I need from it and call it a day. Save our sanity a bit here. We're gonna have to de-unify China for another 1,000 years. Yeah, that way we don't have to worry about that front over there, which doesn't have any supply. Instead, we can just focus on one front and then grind enough, get in, get out, be done, never have to worry about getting this stupid achievement ever again. I was kind of hoping people would leave the allies through that event, but it doesn't look like they're gonna click it and like form NATO or whatever. So, we will be fighting quite a lot of people, but all we need to worry about is, you know, leveling up the general. That is it. We don't need anything else here. We don't need a win. Okay, moment of truth. Leaving this front completely open in hopes that the allies maybe just like throw loads of troops in, which they probably won't, because even when I want the AI to be dumb, they're never dumb. Actual troops are over here. I'm going to grind these units down and then rush back up there. Just been waiting for the AI to walk into this province. They usually bring loads of units like that, and then I just click them and rinse and repeat. Yeah, this should do the trick. Something that's really weird that I have just noticed, though, is obviously you see I have no fuel, and I was seeing if I could trade with anyone to get fuel, and I could still trade with British Malaya because they never got called in. I have no idea why, but I'm also getting rubber off them, so also it comes over the land borders. Because obviously their capital is over here in Singapore, and all these nations here are neutral, so I'm just doing a bit of, yeah, as for the rest of the fronts, unsurprisingly, absolutely nothing is really happening. They're pushing me here and there, but it should be slow enough that I might be able to pull this off. Lin Bao will prove his worth. Okay. So I just found an even easier way of doing this. I just let them land, and it's just like free XP. Look at all the encirclements. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of logi bombing on the Americans right now, and I'm tempted not to even push them out here. And with that, I'm pretty sure. There you go. So if I promote him on up now, we should get the achievement. There we go. Sun Tzu Reborn. Way. Yeah, interestingly enough, I haven't even been using Mao, but he's almost level 9 too. I didn't even realize he was that high level. And that is the end of the legend of Lin Biao, who is now Field Marshal, even though he's not marshalling the field, because, well, I mean, it's not like Mao's really going to give him that opportunity, is it? Yes, in an ideal world, I would play this out and fight the rest of the Giga Chad allies, but I'm not going to do that because I will be here for another 10 game years. But yeah, whilst fighting through the Siberian wasteland to make my way through Europe and then just, you know, the rest of the world, it might sound fun to some people. I'm gonna say no thank you. Final tally on the casualties. I did think they'd be a bit higher. I'm gonna be real with you, because I got some big encirclements from on the Americans, but I guess that is just where those entire 2 million came from. And yeah, mine ain't looking too pretty either. So no AI could ever kill me unless they just start carpet nuking me, which I guess would be a possibility if you just gave them to the end of time to do so. But I have 172 garrisons protecting every port right now, so yeah, every time they land, they just get wiped out immediately. And you know, the AI is too dumb to understand supply up here, so we don't ever have to worry about Siberia. And you know what, just out of fading interest, why the hell not? Let's do a frontline push and just see what happens. Well, yeah, looks like I win, essentially. But I guess I'll stop winning around this area right here where all my supply runs out, then I have to build up supply for an entire year. But there you go. I guess we'd finish off by liberating a piece of China that has been a part of China for 1,000 years. Look at that, it's back. Russia no longer has it. But hey, if you enjoyed the video and you want to keep watching cool little achievement videos like this that are really fun and not painful at all to do, please leave a like and subscribe. But yes, I'd greatly appreciate that, little Timmy, if you did so. And I'll catch ya soon in the next video for more achievement fun. But anyway, someone send this to Alex.